Hi, I'm Timothy Tosti. Last Friday I came back home totally exhausted and confused. The past 2 weeks had been quite messy, quite stressful, very busy, both on the professional side and on the personal side. For example, I had to prepare important meetings, do meetings to prepare these meetings, some quite complicated topics of monitoring, evaluating the work we are doing. On the personal side, we had my daughter's birthday. We ended up being around 30 people in our flat. My daughter started school, and well, everything else, the usual things, and some other things also piling up over all this. So that Friday I was confused, I was exhausted, but it didn't actually lasted very long. In fact, less than 2 hours later I was feeling totally balanced and totally calm. So what happened? I will tell you in a moment. But first, this experience led me to some considerations about focus and about these stressful situations. And I wanted to share this with you now. Under stress, we are often more prone to getting back to our tendencies and to our escape mechanisms. And this doesn't really help in dealing with the situation. That can be explained through neuroscience, through how the brain functions, and we won't go into details here. But what I noticed for myself already several times is that, well, I tend to eat more sugar, more cake, to find all sorts of excuses to eat more snacks as well, to drink more coffee, and also, strangely, I find also many ways to add even more things to my to-do list, more things to my schedule. And there is also the information overload. I tend to watch more YouTube videos of all kinds of subjects, try to learn new things at the same time, and also follow the news. And all these things together, they slow me down. They make me less present, and they make me more tired and even more confused. On the other hand, I know that there are some things that help me deal better with these situations. For example, sleep. That's really some good thing to deal with a stressful week or something like this. There is also sport, and also just remaining calm, resting for some time, not doing anything. That's very good. And I'm also doing quite a lot of meditation. That helps a lot in these situations. All of us, we need to build an alert system or an awareness of our level of busyness, of stress at any given moment, and also over some period of time, especially when it gets over 1 week of real busyness and real stress. And we need to have a set of tools that we know work for us and that help us get back to this inner balance. So back to Friday evening. I came back home, I was exhausted, I was confused. But the thing is that I was aware of this, and somehow I was able, during my trip back home from work, to detach myself from this, to take some distance from this condition. And I was determined to change this condition and enjoy this weekend with my family. So I headed to the gym. Sport is one of these things that have an enormous reset effect on me. And I also listen to music. The thing is that usually I take this sport moment opportunity as a moment to listen to podcasts or audiobooks. But this time I felt it was enough with information overload, and I preferred some music. It started with a David Bowie song, and that immediately changed my mood. And then it continued with all sorts of music. This kind of music that just bring energy, have good rhythm and good vibes. After less than 1 hour, my mood, my condition was totally changed. I showered, got back home, had dinner, and before going to bed I did this rejuvenation technique. This is a technique from the practice of heartfulness meditation, and I will put a link to a video from this rejuvenation technique in the links below. Check it out, it's really powerful. It's really powerful to use as a reset button after a day of work, and it's very good also to have a wonderful night's sleep. Now, to go a step further, we shouldn't wait to be in these stressful, messy, and exhausting situations to use these tools we know are good for us. We should make it a standard. And I know it's apparently difficult to be always on top. But think about it. It's more like a general direction you take, or some value that guide your day. Make it a game. You can split it into many different little elements and take them one at a time. Every week you can work on improving one little thing. Just as a quick example, you know it's not always very easy to find time to do sports regularly. So what I'm doing is that I'm going by walk from the train station to my work in Morges and back at the end of the day, also by walk. That's about 15-minute walk. It's not really sports, but it feels good. And it's better to go by walk than to go by bus. Now, thinking about this, I realized I could also do it from my home in Lausanne to the train station in Lausanne and back at the end of the day. Now, if you know Lausanne, you know it can be a little more like sport to walk here. And it is, from my home to the train station and back. Of course, all this thinking is fueled by many things I read and I hear, and I'll put some of the resources here below. And I will continue to make some videos and share this thinking with you. So please subscribe to this channel, and please like this video share it, comment it, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time.